Hey guys, it's here, welcome back to a new video, and you can already tell what the video is about. Tunisia is out, it's in close beta testing, and yeah, I'm just going to talk about it. Now, I don't have a beta key at the moment. The reason being is this. 40 quid for a beta key really is not my kind of thing. I don't buy premium squads, as you can see. I didn't even buy the Fulham starter pack. I didn't buy the engineers, haven't bought the assaulters, haven't bought any of this kind of stuff. So there's a reason why I'm not going to buy this. If you don't know, it comes with the 2 motorbike squads as well as access to Tunisia. Started then, which, as you can see here, sort of a bit of historical thing about it's going to be Italians versus British, which I predicted a long time ago. People were saying that it was going to be Germans versus British for a long time. I think quite a few people were saying it was going to be German versus British. I was the only person who said no, it's going to be Italians. Because I remember when Normandy first came out, they were saying that the Italian weapons were placeholders. So, yeah, you're going to have that. So it's going to be placeholder. So the placeholder weapons are now going to be used. The first, as you can see here, the first battles will take place in a large open scene near a picturesque gorge. So probably around, I don't even know. In the features like a few places taking link, and the Kevin Strays were among the fast mode boats which can carry up to 9 soldiers. That's actually quite useful. That's 2 players. From what I've seen with these squads, they're quite small. So, looking at these, at the moment, it says here the I can't say this one. It's an Italian model 39. The Carcano's also in it. There's there's a few variants of the Lee Enfield. So there's the number 4. I think there's the base weapon's actually the number 3 SMLE, which was the World War One variant. But the one thing which people are kind of a little bit unhappy with is American weapons, the M1 carbine and the M1 Grant. The pre-war Kar 98K is kind of a bit not liked as well, but there's actually hints that there is going to be the Carcano scoped rifle, so yeah, that's going to be great. Also, of course, Carcano scoped rifle, very, known weapon. It was the rifle that, of course, killed Kennedy, so there's been loads of jokes where people have said that they're going to name their squads Lee Harvey Oswald and people like that, stuff like that. Tankers are, for the tanks, at the moment it's the Grant 1, which is a variant of the M3 Lee. And the Italians get the M21 75mm SPG, which is it's an anti-tank gun on wheels. Now, from what I've heard, the Grant is actually a pretty decent tank. It's good at taking out infantry, apparently, but it's not as good as other tanks. But this could actually apparently be one of the worst tanks in the game, from what I've heard, because it only fires HE and it has no coax guns. It has no coaxial light machine guns, and it's apparently not that good compared to the Grant. And its only real purpose is combating the Grant. So, I don't know. Maybe when more cruisers start coming in, or tanks like the Churchill start coming in, you might be seeing this a lot more. But at the moment, this seems like more like a support weapon, which I don't, kind of like the M8 Scott in a way, but a little bit worse since the M8 Scott actually can be used in varying degrees, and you can actually take out some tanks with that. With this, it's really only an anti-tank weapon. From the look of things, there's only fighters at the moment, which means that there's no air cancer at the moment with like Normandy and like Berlin. So you've got the HS 129B2 with this. And you also get the Mark IV Hurricane, which that's pretty good. And they said they're going to introduce new levels, squads, and vehicles when the closed beta test is open and progression starts. Obviously said here, I've already said it. Now, this goes into more detail. So you've got the KS 750 and the VG Big 4 squad. Now, the Big 4 is using a Bren and the other one's using an MG34. So, and from what I've seen, they're using like MP40. So it says here, look, it was just a rider, the new rider class. So this is a new one, which I predicted. I said there was going to be motorbike classes in the video at the top right. And unique motorcycles equipped with machine guns. Basically, MP40s and Thompsons. I don't get this one because it's the M1 version of the Thompson, which was rarely, if ever, used by the British. And with the MP40, I guess, okay, it's a premium squad. And if the MP40 is only in this squad, or maybe in this squad and maybe a premium squad, the same with the M1, maybe for flavour text, but I don't know, I don't get this. Testing will begin. Fine-tune the maps, obviously. So you hear first stage, this was, what's that? So it's currently in first stage of closed beta test. And this is the second phase where it's open beta test. Well, it's basically more open, but in order to progress, you need to buy it, which I guess is okay. This was an interesting one. Oh, they also extended the battle pass as well to the 22nd, so 2 weeks basically from this. So if you haven't done the battle pass, if I know I haven't, there's a few new interesting things as well. So here's all the new changes to the game here, which are on top of this. So you've got the Gorge and you've also got Alha, which are invasions, which are mostly invasions, but Alha is a conquest map. Belgor Lake, which apparently was I think it was a closed beta Moscow map, has now been added. Labreeze received some new changes, and Belgor Lake has received, I think this was a conquest map already. Tunisia already has the shovel, so the shovel mechanic's already in the game. For Tunisia, again, like I said, the Carcano, you've got the M21, M19, 21, 28 split Thompson, that is the Al Capone Gangsterland Thompson. Thompson. Ugh, can't speak today. Got a Webley. I've already said about this one. Beretta, got the old Berettas. Another Carcano. This one's the SMG though. The American Enfield, as well as a scoped number 4 rifle. Smoke artillery has now been added, which is cool. Rework the damage. So damage models for aircrafts will be may survive by going prone, because basically I'm pretty sure it's now trying to fix planes. Dropped bomb indicators. Destructible objects will protect soldiers, which I think this is actually basically they've nerfed planes a bit in this as well. This is one I actually found quite interesting. The 6 new Valor. So you've got All Out Warrior, which is for people who come second but don't actually get anything. Second or third but don't actually get anything. And it's considered a battle hero. Now, basically, this was great on maps where I would be playing with my mates. They would always get all the battle heroes, and I would become second and get nothing. And I was always unhappy with this. There's 5 lesser badges, so technician for the winner who catches the most capture points. And I think engineer buildings. Crusher for most vehicles. Ranged master for most long range kills. I have a friend, my friend from Irish from the teaching my friends in this video. I generally showed him this one, and he was really excited about this one the most. Melee master. This could be an interesting one. Grenade master. This is good for people with grenades. They stack, and obviously we get 2 or more. We'll have a 2.5 become a battle hero. Have a increased XP modifier, so you get 1.4 if you get 2 or more. So basically, if you say you get a soldier gets like best rifleman and say, I don't know, melee master or something, you'll get a 1.4 or 1.5, or you just get, I don't know, that's quite interesting actually. That's really interesting. Skill points now increase the performance, so each survival points increase stamina. Each speed point increases running speed, and each weapon mastery point lowers recoil. That's actually quite cool, I think, because it makes it so that you basically have to, so it makes it so that having level 5 soldiers are actually better. So some AI changes, some camo changes, and stuff like this. Getting out of water mechanics, probably useful. Some graphic interface changes, and some other just bug fixes. So that's Tunisia. It looks quite interesting, and I generally am looking forward to it. Obviously, I can't play at the moment because I'm not going to buy into the beta. So, yeah, this is just my close, like, no real knowledge of no real knowledge of Tunisia. So, yeah, this is just me taking it straight off here and my interpretations of it. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.